Hello, welcome to this reading. This reading is around the full moon in Scorpio, which is a fixed water sign. So you may be feeling a lot of emotions at this moment. Emotions may be heightened. Things that are meant to be let go of the light will be shed on those things that need to be let go. The things that do not serve us are going to be heightened for us to be able to be aware, to be able to work through them and to release them. Right? It's time for something new. We have to release that which does not serve us anymore. All right. So the first thing I have my Moonology. We're gonna use the astrology deck, the houses, planets, and the signs, see what message is around there. I have my Wild Reflections tarot deck out, as you know, this is a time to reflect, to see what needs to be worked through, what needs unveiling. Right? This is a time to unveil that which has been hidden. And then we're going to get a message from Spirit. It's Spirit itself, Sacred Spirit. See what they want you to know. And then we're going to pull some cards from my Ethereal Tarot deck. And then we'll end this reading with a message from Spirit, the Spirit Oracle message deck. All right, so let's go ahead and call in Spirit. Okay. All right, so first, let's see what the moon has to say this time. Universe, Source, and Spirit. What message does this collective need to know during this time, this full moon in Scorpio? That one? Blue moon. Oh, there is a blue moon this month as well. This month starts on a full moon and it ends in a full moon, which is the blue moon. So believe in the impossible. You are being called to believe in something that previously you have felt that just couldn't be done, like letting go of something, healing from a heartache that you just thought you're never going to move on from this. So belief in the impossible. All right, let's see. Let's spread our decks up here. We got houses, we've got the planets, and then we've got the signs. So let's go ahead and we'll give them a shuffle. Remember, we get one from each card, and then we read the sentence. Oh, well, there we go. We'll put that to the side. So we're going to be doing the mental. Actually, maybe we need both, the spiritual and the mental. You always want to make sure your colors line up, or the message will be wonky. Second time that this one showed up. All right. All right, so we have Jupiter in Pisces in the 9th house. So, spiritual, the granting of spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values. Okay, so the granting of spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values. Okay, so last reading, there was a reading about going through a deconstruction phase. And I really feel that this is still something that's going on, right? This could be part of the letting go of that does not serve you. What you've been taught in your younger years, remember from birth to age 7, is where all your programming is. Right? So really deconstructing all of those that really made up your life can be a very emotionally charged, right, experience. It can, for some reason, I'm thinking Mary Kate and Ashley, toil, boil, and trouble, or something like that. Let me know if you know what that means. Or what that saying is, not what it means, but I remember it's like it was their movie, right? So maybe somebody is learning about simmering pots, how to mix the herbs and maybe even oils to be able to release these emotions in a more fluid, more not innocent, calm, thoughtful way. So the mental is blessings from trusting your psychic knowledge of long-range thinking or travel. Okay, so this is the card that came up last time again. So maybe somebody here is into astral projection and maybe also going on a trip, right? So maybe, what's that? Remote viewing. Maybe you're into remote viewing. You're able to see a different phase in time by being able to really concentrate on that and really hone in those skills, right? You're being called to hone in those skills of astral projection and your remote viewing at this time. This full moon in Scorpio is going to open up that emotional valve, which is going to be able to allow you to connect more psychically to yourself. All right. All right. Let's see what Spirit has to say before we get our reflection card. Let's see, Universe, Source, and Spirit. What does this collective need to know from you right now before the reading? What do they need to know? What do they need to think about? Shield your energy, number 32. Look beneath the surface. Look beneath the surface. Uncover the unveiling. That's the time. That's this full moon, right? The full moon in Scorpio. It is the unveiling, being able to see things on a deeper level. Again, maybe the remote viewing. Maybe you're able to astral project to see things in a different form, a different light. But you are being called to shield your energy while you do this. Don't allow yourself to be vulnerable to all the other energies that are out there. My thumbs almost match this card. So the number 5, if you take 32 and you add it up, in the Kabbalah, the number 5 stands for strength. It's for ego, courage, justice, fear, and might, right? You have what it takes to be able to unveil what has been holding you back and to work through it while conserving and shielding your energy. You have what it takes. You may feel fatigued because it is a lot of inner work, but you have what it takes. You have the courage, you have the strength for this. All right, let's see what needs to be reflected upon about shielding energy, looking beneath the surface. Universe, Source, and Spirit. What does the collective need to reflect upon when it comes to shielding their energy, looking beneath the surface, the blessings. Okay, I only wanted one, but we got three. So we've got the Three of Cups. So being with like-minded people, being with like-minded individuals will ultimately, this spirituality will ultimately heighten that spiritual experience, right? We'll be able to, so yeah, being around like-minded individuals is going to be able to help you reflect on those periods of deconstruction that you're going through. Cups is the element, or is the symbol of water in the tarot, right? So again, it's about those emotions, working through those emotions, being with like-minded individuals. So reflect on who you are keeping beside you. Who's your company? Where is your tribe? The Six of Pentacles. Reflecting on what are you grateful for, right? Reflecting on how far we've come, the things that you've accomplished along the way. Don't reflect on your bad experiences. Reflect on the good experiences, right? Reflection and being grateful for those good experiences is what keeps the good karma, the good energy flowing. Always wanting that good energy to flow. And that's by releasing that which does not serve you and being grateful for the things that you have called in that do. Being grateful for your family, your job, the place that you live, the tribe that you have around you, maybe the vehicle, you know, anything. Maybe it's not even material things. Maybe you're grateful you have a heartbeat, that you have legs, that you have hands and eyes and a mouth. Right? So reflect on how far you have come, reflect on the good fortune that has been in your life so far. Oh, and look at this, a card for reflection, the Hanged Man. Yeah, I mean, if there's any card for reflection in the tarot, it would be the Hanged Man. It's time to reflect on the area of thought that you have been driving down, right? That you have been in your whole life. It's time to change that perception. Reflect on what is true for you. What lights you up, right? What lights you up? What sends those vibrations out? Right? Not what hinders those vibrations, but what allows them to be free. What is true for you? Okay. Now it's time for the big cards. Dun, dun, dun. It's my ethereal deck. I absolutely love this deck. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I got it on Etsy. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to know, and I'll let you know where and who I got it from. But anyway, so universe, source, and spirit. What further message does this collective need about changing their perspective, reflecting on what's true for them, understanding their gifts, understanding the blessings that they've received? King of Swords. Okay. So yeah, there's you standing in your understanding, in your truth, standing in your mental power. Okay. So maybe this is this long range thinking. This is you understanding the power that you do have. This is you living the courage. This is you having the courage to live the way you want, right? Maybe some things have been taboo for some people around you. but you have found your tribe. So it says the sun, the sun. Look at that, the sun. This is your self-realization. This is you shielding your energy, seeing the light that's within, right? Unveiling that light. This is you understanding that you alone are the ones that make your choices. My right ear is ringing right now. So yeah, this is you understanding that you're the one that makes the choices. The life is what you make of it. It's how you think about it, right? It's how you think, how you live, but also understanding what needs to be unveiled to be able to be worked through. Oh, that card went on the ground. I don't usually grab those ones. So this is you understanding what needs to be worked through in order to be successful in the areas of life that you want to be successful in. The Page of Cups. Yeah, this is you standing in your creativity. This is you surrounding yourself with those things that really help you embrace that creativity. This is you working towards that goal that you have in mind while releasing and letting them go away with the tide, right? Because the moon is who's in charge of the tide, right? So letting that which does not serve you go back out with the tide. Let the moon take it back out with you. Maybe it's some time to do some candle work or some ritual around the moon to allow it to take that which does not serve you away. And then we have death. This is your transformation. This is your time, right? It's your time to let go of the things that don't serve you, right? You have the courage to shield your energy. You have the mental power to really hone those skills of remote viewing, of astral projection. You have that spirituality. You are surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals to enhance that spiritual experience, right? And you're learning what is true for you. This is a whole new beginning. There are endings happening and there is a new beginning happening. This is very cut and dry. You are ready to believe in the impossible. You are ready. You're done living the way that you did. You're done living your life for other people, and you're ready to start standing and living in your truth. You're ready to start standing and living in your truth. 100%. All right. Now, let's see. Universe, Source, and Spirit. What final message do you have for this collective today about standing in their power? This new beginning, letting go of what doesn't serve them, allowing themselves to really stand in their truth, what they believe in, their whole spiritual experience, knowing that it doesn't need to come from somebody else. What message do you have for them? If you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interest at heart. We love you. They have your best interest at heart. And then on the bottom of the deck, talking about releasing and letting go. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself why you are still there. Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving the toxic situations or people can be the best thing you can do for your soul and your spirit. Be fierce. Stand in your own power. Unveil that true spark within you. It's time to shift the perspective. It's time to say, no, I don't need to live the way you think I should, the way you programmed me to. I am my own person. I have my own thoughts, and I can absolutely decide what is true for me and how I want to live. So there. Yeah, it's time. It's time to let that go and start living for you. All right. That is what I have for you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Thank you. All right. Hey, guys, back here just real quick. As I was getting ready to pick up all this, I picked up my deck, and on the bottom was the devil. And I just thought, how crazy that on the bottom of the Spirit Oracle message deck, it talks about leaving toxic people or situations. And on the bottom of the tarot deck, we've got the devil. So, food for thought.